Cassie testified today in Diddy's federal sex trafficking and racketeering trial. Here's what we learned. Before she arrived in the courtroom, Diddy's defense requested that she be seated before the jury walked in so she wouldn't elicit sympathy since she's 8 months pregnant. Her court appearance is the first time the two have seen each other since their 2018 breakup. Her testimony, according to Inner City Press, describes physical abuse like getting stomped in the head during arguments that would result in black eyes and bruises throughout their relationship. She also said that sexual encounters Diddy would orchestrate with escorts, known as freak-offs, would last long periods, the longest lasting 4 days. She said they eventually became a job for her. Journalist Megan Kniff also reported that Diddy's legal team is asking that Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, not be in the courtroom when testimony gets to things that happened after 2018 because he could be called as a witness. Also in her opening testimony were claims that he would have mood swings that would result in her getting hit in the face, along with mental abuse where he would keep tabs on her with different assistants and security. Accomplice was in the courtroom as testimonies began on Monday, where a male escort named Daniel Phillip was the first to testify. He recounted graphic stories of freak-offs as well, including having him rub baby oil on Cassie and have sex with her while the mogul pleasured himself in the corner of the room on several occasions. Phillip described that this transactional relationship continued between 2014 and 2016. He also said that he witnessed abuse between Diddy and Cassie on 2 separate occasions. Once where he threw a liquor bottle in her direction, and another where he dragged her by her hair into another room where he could hear Cassie telling Diddy she was sorry, followed by the sounds of slaps. Cassie is expected to testify throughout this week and is the central witness in this case. For Complex, I'm Jordan Rose. Peace.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting day in the Diddy case, cross-examining of Cassie, and we're going to start seeing the true defense of Diddy. Now, Diddy hasn't had a voice like the prosecution has. I mean, the way that they promoted this was that it was Caligula. I mean, he's the Antichrist. There were kids. There were, these massive celebrity orgies, and, Cassie kept as a prisoner in a hotel. But what was crazy about yesterday is they were talking about Cassie if she was a prisoner in this hotel, but she's ordering room service and coming and going as she pleased, so why didn't you just call 911 after you got beat up the first time? After seeing that video, why didn't you just call 911 after that? Instead, you waited and you got $20 million after you said, I'm going to write a book about it. I mean, to me, that just screams opportunity. And yes, there was a power imbalance, and he did have the money and he did have the power, but she made the decision to be in that relationship. She paid the escorts. She instructed the escorts. I mean, she seemed to be a willing participant when the getting was good. And then when it was all over and the lifestyle changed and she was back living with her mama, that's when the 20 million came into it. So, I don't know. We will see today in the defense of Diddy.
Cassie Ventura broke down in tears today, saying she would give back the $20 million she got in that settlement with Sean Diddy Combs if that meant she never would have had to endure these so-called freak-off sex sessions. Over some 20 hours and 4 days of testimony, the prosecution's star witness testified about their dark and troubled relationship. We also heard from a band member from Diddy's old band that he created, Danity Kane. Her name is Dawn Richard, and she testified that she witnessed Sean Combs assault Cassie Ventura with a frying pan. So now we turn our attention to week 2 of testimony, where we expect Cassie Ventura's mom to take the stand.
It's kind of hard to say, to be honest with you, Cassie Ventura, victim or accomplice? I don't know, man. Of course, a victim because, the brutal beatings and shit that she took and the abuse and the mental manipulation and all this kind of shit that she took. Him putting his hands on her and, forcing her to constantly be involved in these freak-offs and all this kind of crazy sexual shit and stuff like that, right? And then, on the other hand, and then this is she's helping, get the freak-offs ready and shit like that. She's picking out escorts and, she's living the lives of luxury with Diddy and shit like that. So she's, benefiting from his wealth and their fame and all this kind of shit because she was famous, but she didn't have Diddy money like that. Let's just be real, right? Like, she obviously enjoyed the lifestyle and shit like that, right? And stuff like because like why wouldn't she just like that guy said in the one video? Why didn't she just call 911 as soon as she got free from Diddy? From like you know what I mean? Like she's getting caught in messages saying that I can't wait for another freak off and all this kind of stuff like that. Like was she just saying that because she was like a girl desperately looking for love, like just dying for this guy to love her, and she was just willing to like you know what I mean, like kind of degrade herself a little bit, like just to be with this guy and do whatever he says or whatever, or like did she enjoy it because like she ended up going to rehab and stuff like that, yes, for opiate addiction, but also part of it sounded like it was like sex addiction and stuff like that. So she was like enjoying some of the shit. Like, why didn't she just call the cops as soon as he put hands on her the first time and like that's it? You know what I mean? They say Diddy was all this powerful and shit like that, right? But like the cops are there to help people in domestic disputes. I just don't understand it, right? Like it's crazy to me. I don't understand, but like, you know what I mean. But she is a victim, though. I do understand that she is definitely a victim, and she went through a lot of abuse and shit like that, right? And like, it's just crazy. Like, but did she just like end up like being broken up with the guy and then being broke? And then, you know what I mean, wanting some money, so she decided to come out and now, like, you know what I mean, talk about writing a book and then suing him and shit. Like, is that what really happened, or like, or was she just really looking for justice? I don't know. I can't say. I don't know, right? Like, but like, she deserves it like that. Like, and then sometimes people will say that she doesn't deserve it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Cassie Ventura, victim or accomplice? Did she enjoy it, or is she just a victim of a disgusting devil like Diddy? You know what I mean? Because Diddy is a devil. Let's just be real about that. That's no fucking argument there. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another video again soon. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for subscribing. Take care. Bye.